Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Here we like to do things budget friendly, and if you are like me and have champagne taste but on a beer budget, these videos are for you. Today we are going to be doing a Dollar Tree haul, a hair tutorial, and some fun facts. So buckle up, kiddos. Let's go ahead and get started. So today's fun fact is about earthworms. Did you know that earthworms have 5 hearts? 5 hearts. Now you know. I do have something fun to share with you guys today. I received an email offer to try out one of these tower fans, and I said absolutely yes, because here's the thing. Upstairs is where we do our steaks. We don't grill them on a grill. We do a cast iron frying pan, and we do the thing where you sear it, then take it off, let it cool a little bit, and then put it on at a lower temperature and cook it the rest of the way. And I tell you what, I think it tastes better than on the grill. But the poopy thing about that is that the house gets so freaking smoky. So freaking smoky. Because we don't have one of those upper fans that's above the stove that vents outward and up and out of the house. It just vents up and then in the rest of the house. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. So what I do is I will open up, doesn't matter what the temperature is outside, and that's why it sucks, is I will open up the sliding door where we've got like a little chunk that's open, and I will put my big huge fan, you know, the big pedestal ones that has the blades and it's really, really loud, and it's got 3 settings. Remember back in the day, you used to go behind the fan and you would make all these noises and it would change your voice? Did you guys ever do that? Anyway, that's the kind of fan that I have to pull from the kitchen out towards that sliding door to try to eliminate as much smoke from the house. Anyway, so this company had reached out to me and asked me if I would try their fan, and I said yes. I said yes 100%, because it is a chargeable fan. You can either charge it and then use it without a cord, or you can use it with a cord. It's a USB-C to USB. So you just plug it into any USB outlet. It has 3 settings. It has oscillating fan feature and a timer feature. It's very easy to set up. You take it out of the box. This clips in. This was separate. This clips in. Easy peasy. It's truly a no-brainer. But this is what oscillates the fan. This is what it looks like. This is fabulous. Okay, so here's what I did. It doesn't come fully charged out of the box. For me, it didn't even want to turn on, so I had to charge it first. I only took a couple of hours to charge it, and then I plugged it, or not plugged it, I unplugged it from the wall, put it in front of my sliding glass door, Israel-made steaks. I turned it on to level number 2, and I had it running for 4 hours. Now, with a big fan, if you want to watch TV with a big fan, because the kitchen, dining room, and family room are like all right there, you have to turn the volume up on the TV. But this one is super quiet. So let me turn it on and show you. Okay, on the display, you will see it's on number 1. I've got you right next to my microphone, so hopefully you'll be able to hear this. Number 2. And number 3. It also has light. So you can turn a light on. How nifty is that? So it can be like a little night light. You can stick it right next to your bed. And it's portable, so you can take it outside, you could take it camping. You can set it anywhere in your house you need to set it, even though you're not sitting right next to an outlet. And for 4 hours on setting number 2, I haven't plugged it in since, and it's still going. So how great is that? Lasting battery life, quiet, safe for pets and children because it's bladeless. It's quiet, so you can watch TV and it not be so disruptive. It has a nice amount of airflow so that you can, like me, when your partner is cooking, you can set it up next to a window where you can extract the smoke and then blow it out your window. It's perfect, and I love this thing. And it does come in 2 colors. This one is white, and then it also comes in a purple color. And again, you can get this off of Amazon, and again, links listed down below. I do not know how prices are going to change. I don't know how tariffs are going to affect these things. What I do know is that when you have Amazon, most of it ships locally. Okay, so you don't have to worry about any of that on Amazon yet. I have ordered a few things from Amazon, and I have not encountered any type of fees or any inflation rates or anything like that. Prices still seem to be about what they used to be, and again, no fees. And because I am a member of Amazon, I do not have to pay any $2.99 per item shipping and handling fee. So if you guys are interested in a great little fan for this summer, I would highly recommend this. And working with this company was very, very easy. She was very sweet, very kind, and they did send it out to me quite expeditiously. So again, from Amazon, most of the time your items will be 2 to 3 shipping days. Sometimes you can get things overnight on Amazon. And currently that's kind of where I'm shopping at, except for things like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Dollar Tree, so that I can come on here and do content with you. In case you were wondering, today I am wearing the fabulous Phoebe from Am Style Wigs. She is a free parting 13 by 1 inch lace front wig, has the 3 combs, temple and nape, adjuster bra straps in the back. I would say that this one fits normal regular size to a petite, kind of in between, so not fully petite and not fully standard, but is adjustable. And I think even a petite head can fit into this wig. It does have these beautiful beachy waves, and of course the ever so popular calico is what they're calling it, coloring right now. But I wanted to show you some ways that you can fashion some of these longer wigs for summer to keep them a little bit more comfortable. If you want to wear these long wigs in summer, to be a little bit more comfortable, obviously, in the warmer temperatures. So let's go ahead and break into this bag. In total, I paid 16 something for this bag full of goodies, and I did buy just a couple of things that weren't hair, so I'm not going to show you those. But just to let you know that this bag full of goodies was very, very affordable, certainly under $20. I did talk to one of the employees over at the Dollar Tree, and I did ask her, when can we expect to see the Dollar Tree prices going up? And she said coming soon, but she doesn't know when specifically. But she did say not all things will be going up to the $1.75 price point. Some things will still remain at the $1.25 price point. So certain items, she said, will be tagged as such, $1.75, $1.25, but not everything that used to be $1.25 is going to go up to that $1.75. So if that helps you, I hope that does. I was pleased when I received the answer because I was thinking to myself, that's a huge inflation to go from $1.25 to $1.75, just as it was when it used to be $1 and then went up 25% by going $1.25. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Let me show you what's in this bag. I've got a mishmash between some really elegant pieces, a little bit more bohemian pieces, but I think overall you'll really enjoy these in a couple of the different ways I'm going to fashion my hair. I did bring out my tools of my brush, a rubber band that looks like this, so they're a little bit more tangle-less, a big rubber band like this, and a thinner rubber band like this so that I can achieve these hairstyles. These are going to be important, these little rubber bands especially, because for me personally, when I put on any kind of clip, I don't want to be clipping my hair into or clipping those clips into my wig cap. I want to be utilizing my rubber bands and clipping my clips onto my rubber bands. So let's go ahead and get started and showing you what these products are. Now, some of the really in fashion trends that are going on right now are bows. So I did pick up several different variation of bows, and I think overall that bows are really kind of cute for doing a half updo when it comes to wigs. So I did pick out a few different colors and a few different fashions. So here's fashion number 1, which is an elastic. Fashion number 2 is going to be your standard clip. Do I need to dislodge this one? No. So this one is going to be like your standard clip, alligator claw, so it's going to be bows on both sides. What I liked about this one is it just seemed to be like a little bit more elevated in style and quality with this little piece here that just kind of makes it look a little higher quality, even though $1.25, right? Then that was the alligator clip, a rubber band clip. This one is just a regular clip, like what we're used to from back in the day. So a very adorbs, but this one is just, like I said, one of those regular clips. Okay. I did get a couple of different alligator claw bows because I wanted to play around with different size bows as well. So some a little bit bigger, some a little bit smaller. So this one is a little bit more dainty, a little bit more frilly. What I liked about this one is they did even wrap around the claw clip here. So maybe had they done a clear claw clip on this one, I think that would have elevated it even more. So you can kind of see the differences a little bit more, I know a little bit more casual, a little bit more dressy, but a few different options. And of course, these are going to be, like I said, absolutely perfect for those updos. You just stick a little rubber band in it and then you just clip it around your rubber band. And then I picked up another one of these. So this one is a little bit smaller than this one. You can see the differences there. But that is all I have for bows. Let me show you some clips. I found a really fun one over at the Dollar Tree that looks like this with that imitation pearl on it, kind of a wavy design, but it is a clip. I think that's really cute. Now, I don't know the longevity of this pearl being able to remain there, but I'd be willing to bet that worst case scenario, if you needed to glue this back on, you could use like that B7000, Gorilla Glue. I wouldn't go so far as to do hot glue because hot glue doesn't stick very well to plastics and metal. So, but I thought that was really cute, and you could put like a bunch of hair in there. But this one is probably one of my favorites. along with this 3-pack. So a 3-pack for $1.25. How could you go wrong? And these are just those, again, those regular little clips like this. I have hair in my face. Another pack that I got is a 2-pack. I thought the iridescence on this was really pretty. I just love that. Kind of like 80s style almost, except for it's pastel and not like your neon colors like the 80s styles were all about. But again, just regular clips like that. This one, I don't know how much hair I'm going to be able to get in here. So I think specifically on this one, I will only be able to put it into a rubber band and not my actual hair, because these kinds of clips are those pop open, pop closed ones, and they don't typically hold a lot of hair. So this one will have to be like something you only put into a rubber band and not your hair. And then of course, for the ease of doing a half up, I did decide to pick up just these regular, simple, but a little bit different design, because a lot of times when I pull my hair halfway up, I just put a rubber band in it and then I just use one little clip and then it's just done. Done, easy peasy. But I just wanted to get something like a little bit jazzier instead of just your basic ones, just to kind of amp things up a little bit. If maybe I'm just blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now let me show you how I do an updo. One way I will do my hair is I will take a chunk from the front, either with a side part or a center part, and I will take it and curl it away from my head like that. And then I will take a clip. I will clip it in place for now. Then, following suit, I will take another chunk, curling it away from my head, like so. Now I will release my pin back and take a baby rubber band, something that's a little bit on the smaller side. Okay. Rubber band that in. And then what you could do after this, and this is really hard for me to do when I can't see it, is you can wrap it around like so. And then from there, you can take one of these little beauties. Let's see, which one do I want to use? Let me do on this one, let's do this little bow. Okay, so I have it here, and I'm just going to clip it where my rubber band is. So hopefully it looks as adorable as I think it will, even though I'm not using a mirror. What do you guys think? I think perhaps, gotta go a little bit higher here. I think perhaps if I had a mirror, I could perfect this a little bit more. But here's another recommendation, you guys. I just put a little bit of wig tape right here so that my wig doesn't pull back when I'm doing these updos. So with this one, I could also put a little bit of wig tape or wig glue here and secure that to my head. And I could even do like a second little chunk and bring that in and pull that in and have two chunks like this. So that's another way you can do it. And then another way that I do this I will take a bigger chunk of hair. Let me get this all untangled. All right, let's see how well I can do this. So another thing I will do is I will take a much longer chunk of the front. So I still have some hair that's going to cover those ear tabs. And so I will have this big chunk back here. Pull that up. And then on this one, because it's a much thicker chunk, I will either take one of these or one of these. And I think for this one, I'm going to do this. And then I can just take like a bunch of hair and I can shove it in to one of those. And then I can like pull and adjust and create all of my different looks with pins and things like that. But now I could also come in with one of these and just plop that around my bun that I've created. And do something like this. You may even want to bring the bun down a little bit more. So let's bring the bun down a little bit more and I will show you that. I basically did the same thing, only I brought the bun lower down. So I still used that same tangle less elastic. I put my bun down a little bit lower and you'll be able to see those little elastic pieces, and that's when you would maybe want to come in and pin things to make it look more adorable. And then I did pull out some of these pieces and then put in my smaller bow in the back. Now let's try using some things like this. This one I'm going to use my little tiny one. I'm going to pull, again, pretty much similar to what I did with the twist, but I'm going to take larger chunks. So you could do this with a side part or a center part, depending on your preference. Still bringing down those pieces on the side here so that I can cover up that ear tab. So just taking those side pieces, I'm pulling it down towards the nape. Okay, and here's what I'm thinking. So going back to this one where you have to pop it open, pop it closed kind of a thing, that I would really just want to try to go more through the rubber band than the whole shebang, because it's not gonna want to stay in the whole shebang. It's too much hair. So I would do that through the rubber band, like that. Now with these are absolutely stunning. This set, the 3-piece set, what I would do with this one is go straight down the middle. Or to conceal this rubber band a little bit more, you would split your hair in half shove your hair through. You could even do it only about halfway. And then stick your little clip. Now, let's put it all the way up. All brushed out, I'm gonna add a little bit of volume up at the top by just scratching my fingers through there like that. I'm gonna take this one because it's the biggest and I have a lot of hair here. This Phoebe's got more of a thick density to it. Now, I want to make sure that my ear tabs are not going to be flopping around in the wind. So I will pull my hair tight, but still kind of down. And I'm gonna fix this even more, guys. But here's like a starting point, right? Now I've got my hair back here. So what I'm going to want to do is make sure that I cover this cap. So I will start my ponytail. With all this hair, I think 2 twists should be enough. So then I'm going to pull out some hair from here. Okay. Then I'm going to take one of my claw clips, shove that in there, like so. Flip my hair back and over, and then I can start pulling pieces out. Now, if you have a wig that has some more like fun pieces, like a little bit more of those wispy bangs or curtain bangs, this would be a perfect way to conceal that ear tab. But again, when you do more hair up, consider pasting down those ear tabs either with a little bit of glue or tape. And then you can even come in here and do more little clips. You can take bobby pins and you can clip this and attach it a little bit closer to your hairline down in here. But taking some more bobby pins and just basically these curly ones are so easy to do these updos with because it already has all of this volume in it and you really don't have to do much and it still looks absolutely gorgeous. So these are the ways that I would do like updos for summertime. This is how I would try to keep things off of my neck. This is how I would conceal those ear tabs. This is how I would pull it down to conceal the back of that wig cap. Now on this one, I will have to tighten this and it'll be a lot tighter on the nape of my neck and then it wouldn't be so bad. So if you have adjuster straps, I would tighten it, make it a little bit more tight here. And then that would help as well. But I think you get the idea of really how easy it is to put wigs up. I mean, let's see, I could even take an additional one of these clips and shove that in there. And then I could even potentially take my hair, pull it around that clip and conceal it so that you don't even see that second clip. I have no idea how this looks like in the back, you guys, because obviously Obviously, I don't have mirrors here to see, but I would obviously take mirrors and tweak it some more. So you would probably want to just pull your hair down to conceal that second clip. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do. And just taking these inexpensive little Dollar Tree ditties is just, you know, just a fun way to play with your wigs. Because yes, you can clearly put your wigs up. You can do hairstyles with your wigs. It's not really hard, and actually it's easier to do specific hairstyles and updos and stuff like that. When you do your natural hair, it's curled and blow dried and all of that. It just works a lot better than on you're just not heat treated regular hair, right? So all the time when you go to a salon and you're going to be doing, let's say, something bridal in an updo, they always start by curling your hair, right? That's always the first step. So with wigs, it's already done. Already done for you. And now the easy part is what's left, and that's just wrapping it, clipping it, utilizing these different types, playing around with it, seeing what you like, seeing how you prefer things. And obviously the other more important step too is pulling your hair down in ways to conceal the ear tabs and the crown of the wig back here. But yeah, they're just extra little pieces. And of course, spring and summer is great for these fabulous cutesy wootsy updos, because it's just that type of season where you see more people doing the cute little clips and the bows and all of those things in their hair. I don't know why we don't do it so much in the winter time. Do we just get lazy in the winter time? Because in the winter time we do like the dark makeup, and then in spring and summer we do the light colorful makeup. If you know why we do that, I would love to know why. What is the reason behind that? Are we just all doom and gloom because winter is bleh, and spring and summer we're just happy, so we want to do all the fun colors? Asking for a friend. So as always, I super duper appreciate you guys stopping in and hanging out with me again on another video today. If you are new here, I welcome you, and I would greatly appreciate it if you considered subscribing. That would help me out a lot. Also, liking, commenting, and sharing this video helps me out a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it. I know a lot of you come here for Temu and fashion. A little bit more have been coming here for wigs. And right now, in lieu of everything that's going on, I'm just trying to come up with some more interesting content for you guys, how to do fashion, how to do hair. And another one that I'm thinking of doing is going through my closet kind of blindfolded and putting my finger across things and then just picking something out and using that as a base and creating an outfit to put together with it, including wigs, jewelry, shoes, you know, you name it. So if that kind of sounds interesting to you, let me know. Let me know. I do have some upcoming content, a little bit different than what you're used to. I've got some fun wigs on the way, so if you don't want to miss anything from me, don't forget to hit that little bell icon. That way you'll be notified of all of my videos and updates. But for now, guys, I will see you later. Bye, guys.